approaching a big milestone from what I understand, right? 350 games played in your career?
AHL.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess so. Just another game.
Yeah. Tell me about just the staying power, though. 350, that's a big number of games to play professionally. Is it just kind of neat to think about, hey, I've been around this league a while and I got some big things ahead of me?
Yeah,
still?
I guess if you would have told me that 7 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. But, I've just been fortunate and strung together a pretty decent long career.
When you think back to coming out of Ohio State, what do you think has been the biggest change for you as a hockey player from then until now?
Like I said back then, if you told me this, I don't know if I would have believed you. But I think just you grow as a person and then as a player as well. And every year, just kind of try and add something to your game. And over the course of the year, it hopefully turns out to be well-rounded.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah. You mentioned that being well-rounded. You've been putting up points lately. What's kind of been the key to your little heater you're on right now?
Yeah, as of late, it's been nice. I think playing with Bjorky and then Hardy there, just a good line. Just kind of being heavy on it and not getting too crazy. Just kind of just keeping it simple, and results are coming.
And for a roster that's seen a lot of change, especially with all those injuries in Chicago and a lot of turnover and change, and being consistent like you are and providing points and assists and goals and things like that, how much does that help this team and just being able to be a steady contributor there?
Yeah, it's nice. I think kind of what you were saying with the lineup and everything like that, I think you got to look at it as you want to be that guy. Kind of there's more ice time to be had out there, and if you're playing well, you're going to get it. So I think it's crucial to have that mindset at the start of the game, and then as the game opens up, getting put out there more, and you want to be that guy who gets put out there and get those points for the team.
Coming up a really interesting stretch, 2 games on the road, but then right afterwards you got about 8 or 9 right here at the BMO Center. How much of an opportunity do you see in this next month or so, especially as we start to see a playoff push form around the league?
Yeah, I don't think our home record's been as good as we'd like. So hopefully during February, when we got that long stretch of home games, we can gain that momentum and get that winning record we want at home.
And how would you assess? A lot of guys say January is the toughest month, just in general. You just kind of start thinking about the playoffs, but obviously it's dark, it's cold at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
You're on the road a lot, things like that. How do you think this team has managed this month so far?
Yeah, it's the dog days we call it. Just kind of, it's like the middle of the season, halfway there, but still a lot to go. Playoffs, kind of like what you're touching on. But I think you just got to stick together in there, keep it light, jokes, kind of hang out together, not think too much into it, and just keep rolling.
Talk about sticking together and talking about jokes as well. Mike Hardman stood up for you the other night after you took a big hit. Does that kind of camaraderie just run throughout this team?
Yeah, that was awesome to see him do that for me, saying I haven't got hit like that in a couple of years. So it was nice to kind of stand up and see he shed the mitts for me and stuck up. That goes a long way in the locker room too. Everyone comes in and pats him on the back saying good job, way to stick up. So it was cool to see.